Alright guys, we are back right for the next episode. We're picking up literally right where we left off.
You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
We're about to go back home and take over. See how this goes.
Alright, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future king to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke and the fire and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the centre to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
You sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin.
All right. We're taking over. Have fun storming the castle.
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of
Against
that.
the army. You gotta expect to feel some serious pain.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. And snap.
We have to take the castle now.
Oh, are these hard ones? Oh. Thought for sure they weren't. I like how you can see industrial Bowerstone into the distance.
This battle is already over.
Move, Walter.
I bet you've been wanting to do that for a long time.
Hey, parrying for whips. Blocked you. That's too fast. This is the moment you've been waiting for, isn't it?
The longer we store, the more of our people we lose.
Nice camera angle.
Might be faced with there's still nothing but men. You've used one of those mortars before. How about you blow up this one? Good shooting. That showed him. Down he goes. Mortars down.
Look at that. That was funny.
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Stuff.
That wasn't risky at all.
A bit of close combat. This is more like it. Recognize old soldier, you are brother. Let's review that. Let's go. Keep it up. There's plenty more left. Don't show them any mercy. He's not getting back up, that's for sure. More guards.
Oh man. Look at his sword.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
More mortar.
Take more than a grenade to finish off that old sorrow.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? And a better day to kill.
That's right, aim where it hurts. Beautiful shot.
Trying to get my range kills up.
My God, I know how to fight. That is just for you. Fine shot. Stick that sword down there.
Pow. Tis only a flesh wound.
Come on, we're not far from the castle now. We'll meet up with her there. There's more of them!
Troops, you can't hit us that easily.
Breaking and entering combat, flanking and filling.
Right you are. Got him! Good work, soldier. Better soldiers than you, Albion.
come soon. Page. Bloody time, shot.
My men are taking care of the east.
That deserves a round of applause. Right then. Don't stand a chance.
Excellent attack. Now finish him off. Fine defense work, soldier. You bloody traitor!
Cool. Hopefully that was the last one.
Elite soldiers, my arse. Have that.
Stay alert.
Oh, guess not.
We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives. But I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ha ha! Did you see
What's
that,
this timer?
Order? That the whole city bowed to our thunder.
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy.
Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the ground fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
Alright, we're going inside to the castle. I still don't know what the timer's for.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You finally become the man I always wanted you to be.
He's a lot more than that, and now he's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my brother deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
He was probably... I mean, it's no excuse for being as he was, but he probably did it because of knowing about the darkness or whatever. The fear that it was coming. Like I said, it's no excuse, but... Yeah! Whoop whoop. Little oversized crown, but I'll take it. Now, where's my wife and child?
There he is. The King of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who could keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth.
Huh.
That That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time
Oh,
together
Jesus.
such a delight.
Kill him.
No doubt.
Kill him now.
Well, I'll leave you two to get better
Don't leave.
acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course, the very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful king is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments.
Oh, God. Judge Logan, former king of Albion. Set the tax policy. Talk to Reaver in Bowerstone Industrial. Consider proposal to rebuild the Bowerstone Old Quarter. Okay.
I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Alright. First off.
The promise you made to Kalin is now on the wall with the others.
Sweet. We haven't saved in a while, so let's do that. And you know what else we haven't done? See if we can get that key.
Whatever one's opinion of Reaver, it is
Still not yet, huh?
the brushstrokes hold such
That's so cool. I love that. Literally, just reach your hand up and grab it. Reach. I'm like Scrooge.
I'm afraid your property was irreparably damaged during the battle.
What? Can I fix it? It says the castle's in good condition. Alright, let's do this.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
This is true. If it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, brother. Now choose.
Yeah, I'm not. At the end of the day, he's my brother. I'm not gonna kill him. Pretty easy choice.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The king has made his decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
So like I said, he's not really... You can't really give excuses for what he did. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't think he's a bad person. He was just being ruled by fear.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are king. You can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
No pressure.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare.
1
Hope
year.
to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. Two paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
All right. Whew.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes.
Well, we got a year.
Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start. But you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it. Albion's royal treasury. The store of
Look at how pitiful that is.
total wealth.
400 grand, that's it?
as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have three clear choices, Your Majesty. One, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. Two, maintain Logan's policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And three, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way.
I think
Raise the tax.
I'm trying to go like full good here, and I think I have enough income to where I can work all this out, to where I can have enough money to save everything.
And run our fingertips over vast amounts of gold in this very room. What will it be, Your Majesty? Very well, Your Majesty. Well, how very noble. Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets. And we are bankrupt. You will need to be more ruthless if you wish to save the kingdom, Your Majesty. There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough. Though I must say, such charity is unheard of.
Not with me.
However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda.
Talk to Reaver.
Reaver has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Reaver can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
So I need 6.5 million in the treasury. Got it. Got it. This... It's a lot of money.
Can I help you starve and die?
Yay!
Don't tempt me, Weaver.
Oh, happy day! His Majesty, the King of Albion, graces us with his radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth. But my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
Essentially child labor.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well,
Reinstate
if you'd
child
like to be
labor.
known as a pauper monarch, then by all means,
listen to her.
I got 0 money, so I'm gonna go in the negative
The
here.
factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
Oof.
Welcome to Reaver Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
Alright, consider proposal to rebuild the Bowerstone Old Quarter.
The king! Or as Mommy says, the big cheese!
Oh, I didn't mean to go back there. Did not mean to do that. Oops, did not mean to do that either. I like how it tells you how much you need. But clearly I'm gonna have to go and use a lot of my own monies.
Ah, hello.
How's my wife doing? Is she alright? We're definitely gonna move to the castle first off. Okay. Make sure I rent this house out. Rent out. Yes. Alright. Still can't buy that? $79%. I just put them all at 100 before I started recording today. Alright, let's go to the throne room.
Any other business to attend to?
Yes, can I get my money yet? Or my key?
I have arranged
No.
the room to store your fortune as...
Damn it, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Why did it want me to do that? Alright, so where's my family at? That's the throne room.
Your service, my king.
There's my kid. Okay. Now, once again, where's my wife?
Hello, your awesome supremeness.
Let's go this way.
Ready to serve. Greetings, sir.
Where is she at? Oh, that's the treasury.
My king. After all this,
Why did it want me to do that?
at your service. Greetings. How are
I want to find her to make sure she doesn't, like, hate me. It's been a while since we talked.
Oh, I love doggies. I love throwing them into the river in a sack.
Oh, wait, was that her? There she is. What are you doing? You cooking?
Oh, your majesty. That's just the sort of thing I like.
Let's get that bar all the way back up.
Hi.
Darling, that's great.
Here comes the one who will save the land. Ha! I say let it burn.
Alright, we can go back now. She was all the way out there. And our child's up alone by themselves. How great.
His Majesty, the King of Albion.
Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'll see you guys.
So good to see you, your grace. Your wonderfulness, magnificent and mighty sovereign of all the lands.
Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reaver shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents...
550,000.
You wouldn't just be helping those in great need.
I'm going to do
You'd
it,
be
so...
sending a message to your...
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The King has reached his decision. The Old Quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty.
Alright. The schedule is done.
Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Reaver Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of decayed and war-torn Old Quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new Old Quarter.
It breaks one's heart to see the treasury so empty. If we don't do something about
I know.
it, we'll all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have three choices, Your Majesty.
Just raise it.
Leave the... The people will be delighted, Your Majesty. But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway, this will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared.
Alright, so 339 days left, so we can see now that it kind of jumps like 40 days. It jumped like 40 days. Not 40, it was like 30 something, but actually it wasn't. 26 days, I guess. Embark on a journey of adventure and exploration.
As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
Alright. Before we do anything...
I trust you well, sir.
At your command. Majesty?
We are going to get ready to end this episode, but... Let me see something. Okay. Alright, well, we're just going to end here, guys. And when we pick up, we'll continue being king. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you for more soon.